Welcome back to my channel, Bring Peace into Your Life. Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about a super important skill that helps children navigate all the big feelings they experience as they grow. We're going to look at emotional regulation. Emotional regulation isn't about stopping kids from feeling emotions or making them be good all the time. It's about helping them understand what they're feeling, why they're feeling it, and how to handle those feelings in safe, healthy ways. As parents, caregivers, or anyone who cares for a child, we play a huge role in teaching them these skills so that they can feel more in control of their emotions and happier in their daily lives. Think of it like giving them a toolkit for their feelings, one that they can reach into whenever they need it, whether they're at home, at school, or out with friends. Let's start by thinking about what emotional regulation looks like in kids, because it can show up in so many different ways depending on their age and their personality, as we're all different. It might look like a 4-year-old who's upset because their snack isn't the one they wanted. Instead of throwing a tantrum or knocking the snack off the table, they take a deep breath, like we've practiced together, and say, I'm sad that I don't have my favourite snack, but this one is okay too. Can we have my favourite one tomorrow? It could be a 7-year-old who's nervous about a math test at school. They don't just sit and worry quietly, they talk to their mum about their fear, and together they practice a few breathing exercises and do a couple of practice problems so they feel more prepared. Or it might be a teenager who's angry with their friend for cancelling plans at the last minute. Instead of sending a mean text that they'll regret later, they take some time to cool off before going for a bike ride around the neighbourhood, listening to their favourite music, and then call their friend to talk about how they feel in a calm way. Emotional regulation is all about kids being able to manage their feelings so that their feelings don't manage them, so that one big emotion doesn't take over their whole day or their whole self. Let's look at why it is so important to help kids learn emotional regulation. The benefits go far beyond just avoiding tantrums or arguments. They shape how kids interact with the world and how they feel about themselves as they grow. For one thing, it helps them build better relationships with their friends, family, and teachers. When kids can express their feelings calmly and respectfully, others are more likely to listen and understand them, and are more likely to be able to resolve conflicts without things getting out of hand. It also helps them do better in school when they're not overwhelmed by big feelings. They can focus more on their lessons, participate in class, and keep up with their work. Emotional regulation also has a big impact on their mental health. Kids who can manage their emotions are less likely to experience anxiety, depression, or other mental health challenges as they grow up, because they know how to cope with difficult feelings instead of letting them build up and overwhelm them. And it helps them develop resilience. They know that even when they feel bad, they can do things to make themselves feel better and get through rough times. They don't see mistakes or hard moments as the end of the world, but as something they can learn from and move past. So how can we help kids learn and practice emotional regulation? Here are some simple but effective ways that you can start using right away. Name the feelings. Many kids don't know what to call the emotions they're feeling, which can make them feel even more overwhelmed or out of control. When you notice your child having a big feeling, whether it's anger, sadness, fear, or even excitement, take a moment to name it for them. For example, if your child is crying because her tower of blocks keeps falling down, you can say, I can see you're really frustrated right now because your tower won't stay up. That's so hard when you've been working so hard on it. Naming the feeling helps them understand what's happening inside them, and it makes the feeling feel more manageable, like it's something they can talk about and deal with instead of something that's just happened to them. Validate their feelings. It's important to let kids know that all feelings are okay, even the big or uncontrollable ones, and anything that's uncomfortable, like anger, sadness, or fear. A lot of times we might say things like, don't be sad, or there's nothing to be scared of, because we want to make our kids feel better. But these words can actually make them feel like their feelings are wrong, or that they shouldn't feel that way. Instead, try saying something like, it's okay to feel sad. I'd feel sad too if that happened to me. Or I can see you're scared and that's totally normal. I'm here with you and we'll get through this together. When kids feel heard and understood, they're more likely to be able to calm down and handle their feelings in a healthy way. Let's look at teaching simple coping strategies. Help kids learn simple ways to calm down when they're feeling overwhelmed. Some great strategies for kids include deep breathing, like blowing out candles, or smelling a flower and blowing out a candle. Counting to 10 slowly, squeezing a stress ball or a soft toy, drawing or colouring what they're feeling, going for a walk or running around outside, or listening to calming music. It's important to practice these strategies with them when they're feeling calm, not just when they're upset. That way they'll remember how to use them when they need them the most. You can even make a game out of it, like having a calm down practice time every day where you try out different strategies together to find out which one works for them. Model good emotional regulation. Kids learn to watch us, so it's important to show them how we manage our own feelings in a healthy way. If you're feeling angry or stressed, maybe because you're stuck in traffic or you had a tough day at work, don't try to hide it or pretend everything is perfect. Instead, talk about it in a calm way. Like, I'm feeling a little stressed right now because I'm running late, so I'm going to take a few deep breaths and then we can get going. Or, I had a hard day at work today, so I'm going to go for a short walk to clear my head and then I'll be ready to play with you. When kids see us handling our feelings in a positive way, they'll learn to do the same. Create a calm down space. Set up a special space in your home or classroom where kids can go when they're feeling overwhelmed. It doesn't have to be a big or fancy space. It could be a corner of the room with a soft pillow, a stuffed animal, a few books, and some colouring supplies. Let them help you decorate it so it feels like their own special place. Let them know it's okay to go there whenever they need to take a break and reset. They don't have to ask permission. They can stay there as long as they need to. Having a safe space to go can help kids feel more in control of their feelings and make it easier for them to calm down. It lets them take a little bit of control back when they're feeling out of control with their emotions, and that can be really helpful for them. Helping kids build emotional regulation skills is a journey, not a one-time lesson. It takes time, patience, and lots of practice. There will be days when it feels like they're making progress, and days when it feels like they're going backwards, and that's totally normal. But every time you help them name their feelings, validate their experiences, or teach them a new coping strategy, you're giving them a gift that will last them a lifetime. Remember, you're doing an amazing job, and your support makes a huge difference in your child's life. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be there for them, and that's enough. I hope these ideas help you as you help your kids grow into confident, happy people who can handle whatever feelings come their way. It's been lovely making you a new video. I hope that it's helped, and I will see you in the next one.